A big bienvenue to our fans around the world from Montreal, Quebec. Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler.
And folks, let me assure you that tonight's show is a lot better than JR's French. Sheesh.
Well, there's no question of that, King. These Montreal fans are ready to get started, and so am I. So what are we waiting for?
If any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment.
And it's been reversed.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure.
Here he goes, up the turnbuckle. This could be really good or really bad.
He's going up. This could backfire.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll excellent counter. What ring presence.
He countered that one perfectly. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's gonna go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, it's obvious that the only exercise you get is stretching the truth or jumping to conclusions.
Well, judging from the shape I'm in, I don't appear to be doing too much of either, King. You're looking pretty fit, though, I must say.
You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... Oh, go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slobber knocker.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like.
Oh no! I don't like the looks of this!
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out. He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now. I'll tell you what, that Torrie Wilson is one sweet little tomato.
You call her that because your face gets all red whenever you see her?
My face only gets red when I'm trying to keep myself from throttling you whenever you say something stupid. Which, by the way, is pretty awful. Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way, King. Everything they came in here with tonight is going to be left in...
Oh, no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. A textbook reversal there.
You can look at any professional sport you want, JR, and you won't find more incredible athletes than the WWE superstars.
You're not wrong, King. They compete every week until they are physically incapable of continuing. There's no off-season in the WWE.
We're not talking about running a ball down a field or slapping a puck into a net. This is serious physical competition.
It sure is. The toughest athletes in the world are on the WWE roster, and that's a fact. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it. What an incredible performance by these phenomenal superstars.
Did you expect anything less, JR? I mean, look who's in the ring right now.
No, I didn't, King. I had high expectations, and I'm happy to say that this match has exceeded them all. Oh, man, I think we're about to see a high-risk move here.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be...
He can't do that, JR. That's his opponent's finishing move.
This match...
He's climbing the turnbuckle. What's he up to? Wow, listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time.
He just stole his opponent's finishing move. Talk about adding insult to injury, JR.
Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing. I love seeing The Rock on the silver screen, but it's even better to see him in the squared circle.
No question. The Rock is a sports entertainment natural, plain and simple.
And considering that the Great One is a third-generation superstar, that comes as no surprise. Torrie Wilson, of course, has appeared on the cover of Playboy magazine not once, but twice. I'm sure you've picked up your issues.
Absolutely. But I just read them for the articles. And let me tell you, Torrie's got some beautiful articles in there. What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way. And I think it's going to pay off, mark my word.
He's going up, JR. This could be big.
This is Raw action at its finest. I can't believe what I'm seeing. He used his opponent's own finishing move. Seeing The Rock in action again makes you realize just how great he really is.
You know, JR, I'd like to go one-on-one with the Great One and find out who the greatest of all time really is. Boy, I'll tell you, that Torrie Wilson is one hot mamacita.
Well, I'm glad to see those Spanish lessons are really paying off for you there, King.
I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent.
Wow! Stealing your opponent's finishing move definitely sends a message.
Look at this. Here it comes.
The Rock Bomb. Nobody gets up from that, JR. You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. I think I see where this one's going, JR. I don't think we're very far from the end of the match.
I disagree entirely, King. I bet my Oklahoma Sooner ass that this one isn't even close to being open.
That's a pretty big bet, JR. Are you sure you're able to cover it? Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn?
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't